So Bryan Kohberger admits that he's guilty, but the judge keeps the gag order in place. Y'all, why is he doing that? Make sure you like the video right here. Follow for more updates and check this out.
A group of media outlets is asking an Idaho judge to lift the gag order in the Bryan Kohberger case after his guilty plea. Fox News contributor and Idaho Statesman investigative reporter Kevin Fixler has been fighting for information since the start of the case. Great to see you this morning.
Oh, Lord.
So why is it that the judge agreed to maintain the gag order even after the plea deal hammered out the deal for Kohberger?
Yeah, you could tell that Judge Stephen Hippler at that hearing was willing to entertain dropping the gag order, but asked the prosecution what their preference was. And they informed him that they would prefer that stay in place still after 2.5 years until they get through sentencing. And then he asked the defense. They had no objection to the state's request. And so it has been retained so far.
So
That's
from
crazy.
a 30,000-foot view of this, it seems like obviously, the press has been denied a lot of the information that they would like to get. But there's also been leaks in the case. We saw that Dateline story.
That's true.
Where a lot of the information details came out. So has the gag order worked? And if it has, how is it how has it benefited justice here?
Well, in issuing a gag order, judges, of course, have to balance two different constitutional rights, that being the First Amendment right of the press and the Sixth Amendment right of a defendant. And that allows and requires that they receive a fair and impartial jury for the opportunity at fair trial. The attorney representing the 24 media agencies, which includes Fox News and the Idaho Statesman, has stated that the balance should, or the weight should shift now to the First Amendment entirely because Bryan Kohberger has admitted guilt. There is no more need for consideration of a fair trial or a fair jury. And the order itself has, I would say, actually been fairly effective. It's not ideal for people in the press, but it has narrowed the scope of where we can get information. Anything that, it all has to come through the court, whether that's discussions in court or through filings. We have, as a result, received less information, able to deliver less details to the public. But until that drops, we must uphold it. Those who are responsible to it, and we're sort of in limbo until the judge considers it next week.